Some women raise children. A lot of us women raised everybody else at work. Whether you spent your money on braces or lunches out or surprise parties or sporting event, surprise, we all find ourselves in the exact same location asking the exact same questions. For 30 years, we have spent our money on different things, those who had kids and those who haven't. But now we're all asking the exact same questions. Women over 50, we're more similar than different these days. So while some of us spent the last 20, 30 years raising kids, and some of us spend our time wandering unsupervised in Target eating appetizers for dinner, we're all the same. And somehow we've all ended up in the exact same spot trying to figure it out. Today is Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day to all of you out there who had kids. And for those of us who spent our time blazing trails, having experiences, and being the best aunt anybody could ever want, happy day to you too. So for the past 30 years, a lot of us expected one of two things to happen. Either the kids would eventually leave home and free up money, and then we'd think about retirement, or not having kids automatically created wealth. And those who didn't have kids, their retirement was in the bag. Neither one of these scenarios are true. And neither one magically prepare us for retirement. At this age, we are all trying to buy our freedom. And now we need a plan. This is not a moms versus non-moms debate. This is about the fact we're all in the same place asking the same questions. For those of you, again, who had kids, happy Mother's Day. For the rest of us, happy non-Mother's Day, not the Mama's Day. We've had different roads, different sacrifices, but we've all ended up in the same location. Over 50, looking forward to retirement and wondering if it's actually something we can do. So with the kids grown and our priorities are shifting and retirement suddenly being in our face and real, we all need to start focusing on ourselves and what we want our next chapter to look like and how we plan to make sure we get there confidently and securely. For all of our moms out there, you have spent your money on braces, sporting events, doctor's appointments, new shoes, tech, skateboards, you name it, you are a giving, loving mother and you've spent your money on your kids. You also sacrificed your career, your advancement, you took time away from work. You had a whole different list of priorities than us non-mothers did. But we're not so far removed from where you are now. We non-mothers, we often spoiled our nieces and nephews crazy. We spent our money on non-mothering type things. Lifestyle, convenience, travel, tech, hobbies, pets, helping our extended family. So here we are, together, kumbaya, holding hands. Having no children didn't automatically create our baked-in retirement plan. Oh, heck no. We were the same age as y'all. Retirement, that's something old people think about. We're footloose and fancy-free. We'll get to it eventually. I hope it'll all work out. Retirement always seems easy. Well, you losing any sleep yet? I've lost a little bit of sleep until I got busy looking at my real number and figuring out how much I truly needed, not as a giant retirement fund, but per month, and what that would look like over time. If I retired sooner than later and I didn't collect retirement Social Security, which is the gravy fund, until later, and I had to completely cash flow my own retirement up until that point, what does that look like? What comes out of the retirement accounts, if there's any? How much cash do I need to pile up? Need to pay off debt? Oh, heck yes, you need to pay off your debt before you get to retirement because you don't want to drag those payments into your budgeting equation. So we've all led different lives. We've made different choices, but we've got the exact same retirement calculator. Down in the description, I have a couple of free workbooks for you. First one is Master Your Money Plan. It is free if you are not doing a written budget in some format, whether it's on a piece of paper or in a spreadsheet or in an app. You have got to start because you need to know how much you make now, how much you're going to need, and then do the math to figure out how much you need to have completely so that you can move into this next chapter as full retirement, or would you prefer to do a glide or a hybrid retirement? Those are your choices. So we've all got the same calculator, same blood pressure, and the same retirement panic. So even though we took different paths 20, 30 years ago, and we're all in the same waypoint now, your moms, you're an empty nester. You thought once the kids left the house, then magically retirement would just organically begin to fund itself. And what you're finding is that without intention, nothing's happening. And not only is it about retirement, your house got quiet, your schedule got emptier, your routines changed, and now you're sitting here doing a lot of wondering and asking deeper questions about your identity and your freedom. Retirement, if you did a full retirement, oh, that's going to make it all that much more deeper and unsettling because our routines will change yet again. So, for those of you who are going through the empty nest syndrome, I've got an anti anxiety journal. Uh, Go to Embolden Bookshelf on Amazon, but I'll leave a listing below. It's up here. I'm sure I just flashed it for you. But it's an anti anxiety journal to help you work through and redefine your identity. For the rest of us who are thinking about retirement, we have to start now, not just living like we're retired on what we budget for that retirement to ensure that it's an accurate representation of the lifestyle we plan to live and see where we can cut out things that aren't necessarily serving us while we work and they're not going to serve us when we're retired. But we've got to start working on our mental transition as well. There's going to be significant lifestyle changes for, especially for us ones who did not have kids. Now, we don't have the empty nest syndrome, but we will have the exact same feelings when it comes to leaving our full time employment, especially if you're going into full retirement. Nobody's calling. There's nothing hardly on your calendar. Everything was usually booked up, fitting into the cracks between when you had to work and when you had. Now you've got these giant gulfs of time. So start living like you're retired. I've got videos about that. But this one is about how mothers and non mothers have all ended up at the exact same point, and we need to look at our retirement intentionally because it does not magically happen. And hope is not a retirement plan. And nobody warned us Gen X women, that we would all end up right here together, regardless if we had kids or not, thinking and looking at this gulf of retirement and whether or not we can enter into that. So, regardless of where you find yourself on the giving or receiving of Mother's Day cards today, you have to start looking at this and asking yourself some questions. First, we need to prioritize our peace. And you need to think about what feeds your peace. For me, financial security and knowing that I'm going to be okay is a big part of it. My health, my time, and the actions I need to take to reach both of those. What do I want my life to actually look like today while I've still got this wonderful gift of a full time job that brings me a paycheck every 2 weeks? What do I want my life to look like? But more importantly, what do I want my life to look like when I choose to finally leave this job? Call it retirement, but I'm going to go off and blaze some trails with my side hustles. Down in the description for both of us, whether you were a stay-at-home mom or you were in the workforce, etc. I've got a life experiences to income workbook. That one's free. Go and check that out because some of us, we're going to need to generate some cash through our retirement years to help bridge the gap between now and 65, maybe 65 and whenever we take Social Security. There maybe some additional debt we want to pay off. It's a wonderful thing to build those side hustles now so that you can begin paying off that debt and have a peace of mind that you're not dragging that into retirement. So go and grab that too. So it turns out that getting the kids out of the house does not automatically redirect money into your retirement. That takes intention and that takes you. And because you've probably always wondered, us childless women, doesn't make us automatically rich or any better prepared for retirement either, because we were out there. Some of us were living the high life, others were spending to spoil your kids, and we didn't do any better job of preparing for our retirement than you did. But now we've got some working years left. Some of us may choose to retire sooner than later. It all takes planning and intention, and it starts with a budget. So whether you had kids or you didn't, your money just disappeared differently. So comment below, what surprised you most when you got into the emptiness syndrome, especially about where your money was going? Is it still the big mystery in your life? For us non-mother women, where's your money going now? The kids are grown, and we all know that once they hit a certain age, they need the dignity of standing on their own 2 feet. You can't still be spending bazillions of dollars on skating parties and Disney World opportunities for them. So where is your money going? If you don't know, start a budget. For all of us, because I needed it, I have created the Retirement Reality Reset Kit. This is a package that will work you through your current expenses, help you economize, and I hate the word economize, help you get rid of some of the stuff that you just don't use that you're paying for, and then look ahead to find out what your retirement budget is actually going to look like. That's down below as well, Retirement Reality Reset Kit. And I built out a corresponding spreadsheet you can get with that as well that lets you just plug and play the numbers and it does the math automatically for you. You still have to do the work. You still have to do the work. But below are the tools. Go and pick up the free ones. Go and pick up the Retirement Reality Reset Kit and pick up the spreadsheet that goes with it and take away all your excuses. Now it's all on you. Keep coming back. I post on Wednesdays and Saturdays. I got a little to say about a lot of stuff. I am Jenny, and I'm here for you because I'm walking through this right now with you and probably will be for about the next 5 to 10 years. Y'all come back. I'll see you soon. Stop recording. Airplane going over. I'm real close to a tiny little biplane, personal toy-esque airplane airport. Real close, obviously. Taking off, landing, et cetera, et cetera.